Of the estimated 427,910 children in foster care, approximately 111,820 cannot return to their original home. And I'm sure that number is higher due to parents who are going back to jail or parents who cannot provide for their child at all. Right now, agencies are fighting a battle to prevent discriminating against people wanting to adopt and the youth in the foster care system, based solely on their sexual orientation, gender identity, or marital status. Now, the Every Child Deserves a Family Act is fighting to end discrimination so that you cannot deny anyone the ability to adopt, cannot delay or deny a child to be placed into a foster care home or adoption, and you cannot require different or additional procedures to adopt a child. And now you may be asking, why is this such a need? Well, right now, there are not enough homes. There are so many children that are going through the foster care system that are day in, day out, a new home and cannot be placed permanently in a family. So, avoiding discrimination will allow so many more children to find a loving home that they can be raised in, and the youth in the system will be able to feel more comfortable in a new family, and we will be able to feel like they can be themselves. Right now, there is a major need for homes. There is a shortage of willing and able people who can raise children in the foster care system. Many children who are not placed into permanent homes often age out, which results in poverty, homelessness, incarceration, or early parenthood. And many children who are in the system feel like they cannot be themselves for fear of facing judgment from their peers, not being understood, or being the victims of violence. Right now, this is a state issue, and this act is pushing for it to become a federal law. In the state of California, right now it is legal for people in the LGBT community to adopt, but many have said that they have experienced discrimination and have been prevented from adopting children. What you can do today is to get this bill passed. It has been introduced into both the Senate and the House in 2015, but right now it has not gone any further. Throughout 2015 and 2016, it has received several co-sponsors, but still has not gone any further. Literally every single child deserves a family, and I cannot stress that enough. I have been blessed with a loving family, and not every child is lucky enough to be born into that. So many of my friends have been adopted, and they have been blessed into families who have raised them well into strong individuals. And I believe that there are so many people out there who are capable of doing that and are being denied the ability to. Approximately 1.4% of foster care children who were adopted by same-sex couples. And same-sex couples are fostering approximately 1.7% of children in foster care right now. But it has been shown that an extra 2 million same-sex couples have been interested in adopting kids. That is an extra 2 million placements of children in the foster care right now. Now, marital status is also an issue because you cannot petition to adopt if you are married without the consent of your partner. But if you're a same-sex couple, oftentimes you cannot petition together. They do not recognize your marriage as valid, and only one person can be a parent. So, many people feel that if they come out, they will be viewed negatively in the adoption process, and they will feel disqualified as parents. So, some people say that, well, that may be true. They may not be able to raise children the way that they should be raised, and they may not be able to contribute to full development of the child. In the bill, according to the William Institute, it is stated that same-sex couples have just as much education, have just as much economic advantages, and that these children will have the same advantages as children raised in heterosexual houses and have the same expectations and development into society and health-wise. We need this because we need more homes to be available so that children aren't going through the system afraid, in fear of violence, and in fear of being judged. If it is not passed, these children will continue to go through the system and possibly end up homeless and on the streets. Instead, we can put them into loving families who are willing and able to raise them if it is not passed, like I said, people who I have known possibly wouldn't be in the loving families that they are in now. And those who are willing and able to may not be able to take care of children. So, in conclusion, if discrimination is stopped, then we will be able to open up more houses and allow more people to feel comfortable with who they are. And the youth in the system will be more willing to open up to the families who do want to adopt them. And this right now is an issue of equality and dignity. In a time where fighting for equality is such a big thing, where every single day there are rallies and riots and things going on, it is an issue to bring up because not many people know about it. Not many people know that LGBT people face a hard time adopting, but not many people know how many children in the foster care system still need families. So I encourage you to look into this and to see how prevalent it is and how many people it does affect you. It does affect. And right now, it is trying to be approved by the U.S. Senate Committee on Finance. So if you would like to, you can go and write to them here. And you can also write to a specific member in the committee by visiting their website and viewing the members that are there. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, just keep it there. Thank you. All right, questions or comments? One thing I'm just going to say real quick is, look at you and your delivery. You're so strong. Like, you clearly care about this. It seems like you really care about this, like true passion. It was well done.
Currently, like if the like orphanage or just the foster care home, if the foster care homes